Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm Jeff Hardin. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. The first poem is titled Blank Page by Jeff Hardin. I doubt we'll make it to some after time, some grand perspective looking back on this time, in the way that now we think of yesteryear and think we have a clearer, truer understanding than we did while walking there. It's just as well we never fully know the folly of our knowing. I doubt that we could bear it. The poet's blank page promises everything, then less and less, then finally close to nothing, sometimes only silence, which may in the end be our true accounting. Whatever the age is coming to, we won't be here when it arrives, and all we tried to bring into being, to say or do, will be as breath upon a window pane. We've always known this truth, tried to keep from knowing it, tried to stall the quiet afterwards, tried to touch just out of reach what keeps us steadily reaching. Sometimes all we knew to do was keep on going into the empty miles.
To a fellow writer, written by Louise Colln. Where do you go to find those words that soar and dip and burn, enthrall and build and tear apart? On what dark river do you sit alone to catch those flying thoughts, fluttering wings from curling waters, creeping things from deep black pits, beautiful queens with ugly warts? If you are walking there some midnight, down the path to Merlin's cave, where angels, devils, demons, princes, dwarfs, and cowgirls wait for your costume trimmed to fit them, watch for me to walk beside you, or come wandering down the hill. I don't know what road we take there, but I know the country well.
The next poem is titled Past Argument by Jeff Hardin. Waking to the mystery that's all surrounding. Isn't that the theme the poets keep announcing down the labyrinthine centuries, through book after book, word after word, doubtful anyone is listening? Before a fish leaps lengthwise and shining again, I want to be looking with all I am at the very spot on the lake, a moment past all argument, stunned into being by a faith that has brought it forth. Morning is its own presence, allowing my own, though even my breath is a trespass, and my thoughts a trespass, and my waiting to see what is a smudge on the moment, perfecting itself since time began. Light seeds itself everywhere and grows up out of the ground, being the cattails bowing east and the tadpoles trailing the silt. And one day into that same light, I will vanish, taken up, that honeycombed, replete with itself, ever enfolding light.
A haiku by Louise Colln. In an old graveyard, the stones bow to each other. A cat hides kittens.
The next poem is titled Not Reaching to Hold Anything by Jeff Hardin. One willow at the field edge. After weeks away, I want to wander toward the shape of its meandering pantomime against the sky. slow in my own motions, as though life, the ruminative feel of it, could be experienced bodily, felt in the soles of my feet, clutched in the back of my legs, in the tightening tendons, in the sway of my arms not reaching to hold anything. With or without days or years to come, I've set my steps toward a grammar too. I cannot hear or speak, wind whipped and flung about and shadowing along the ground. Each of the selves I am or think to be adds what he can, a word, a prayer, a question whose asking is the falling sound of leaves, the gape of the hollow, the wing strokes of owls. Other times, I only listen to the unlikeliness of anything or anyone having been, their being sudden and haunting, fluent and silent, like willow limbs shivered to vanishing.
Tennessee Woman, written by Louise Colln. She wears her skirt at her chosen length, her neckline the same, in colors that don't answer to style. She still brews the tea 3 minutes in her mother's pot, or makes a martini if it is noon or 5 or 10 in the morning. She keeps her house open to friends at her convenience. She wears a large brimmed hat to church, not for the smiles of other women. She lives by the rules she chooses, for she knows how she lives and she knows who she is. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.